Hello and welcome to episode number 8 of Strawberry Patches podcast. My name is Marina. Today I'm coming to you from Ubud, where I came for the weekend, and in this podcast I'm going to tell you about my yarn acquisitions and about my dolls. I've been making some more dolls. I would also want to show you some short video clips from Ubud, and I want to tell you a little bit more about my life here in Bali and the things that I like. Also, in the last bit, I think I'm going to talk about the books that I like to read. I would like to add that as well. So stay with me and come with me on this journey to life in Bali. Thank you so much for joining me today. As I said, I would like to share lots of things with you, and I'm going to start right away because I have so many nice videos that I took in Ubud that I want to share with you. It's very nice to see so many comments from you guys and questions about my dolls and my life here, and I really love to hear from you, so please feel free to ask me questions or just comment. It really is the point of this video making, because I feel like the community of knitters is somewhere there, and the only way to communicate with you guys is through internet and podcasting. So thank you very much. Today I will talk mostly about making dolls, and there's only one finished object from the knitting, and this is none of the things that I have showed you as works in progress before. However, it is a shawl that I made, but it's a beautiful shawl. I bought this yarn in Kuala Lumpur. I showed you before from my stash acquisitions, and it's Moda Vera Faith, 40% acrylic, 30% mohair, and 30% wool. And this pattern is so easy. It's one of the free patterns I found, not on Ravelry, but in one of the blogs. Look at this. I finished it in just 3 days, and although in Bali here it's not that hot, not that cold for me to be wearing this, but eventually I hope to be able to wear it. And I think it's a really nice size, and this is my favorite colors. I don't really like the yellow one here, but this combination is my favorite. And I hope to be making more shawls soon, but I will need to get more yarn. So this is a very, very quick knit. It took me only 100 grams to make this shawl, and look how big it is. And it's super soft and squishy. It's not scratchy at all. And I'm really happy with the result. And I have to say that in the last 10 days or so, I have been very concentrated on making dolls, because I'm very happy that they are becoming so popular, and there are many, many more people asking me to make dolls for them. So in the last week, I finished a doll for my friend who is going to Germany, and her other friend has ordered 3 more dolls. So that's what I've been doing here, and I wanted to show you. So the other finished objects that I have today is 4 dolls, but I can show you just 3. Just finished them today, actually. And this was a very interesting request. So I've been always saying that I never make dolls that are exactly the same. That's why, as you can tell, these ones are very similar, but still a little bit different. The idea behind these dolls is that the girl who wanted me to make them, her stepfather has recently passed away, and these are the dolls that represent him, that she wants to give to her brothers. And this is her mother that she wants to give to her mother. So I hope she really likes them, because it was really interesting every time I was making these 2 dolls of the same person. I've never done this before. She just wanted both of her brothers to have this kind of representation doll that would remind them of their father. And here I worked a lot on the details of the face, as you can see, and she requested that would be this beard that resembles that person a little bit, and the short hair. So I did as best as I could. She hasn't seen them yet, so I really hope that she likes them. And I've got more news from the shop, and I've been asked to make more dolls, and I have 1 more request for the dolls. So it's really exciting that I have been busy so much with them. Also, just since we're on the topic of the dolls, don't forget that we're having a giveaway for this amazing Baliana doll. I'm sorry, I'm boasting. She's not amazing, but I'm really happy with how she turned out, and this shell from Bali is definitely making it special, I think. The giveaway is happening in Instagram, and all the details are in the previous episode. So it's until the end of September, so you still have time. Now, I don't want to show you any more of my works in progress, because, as I said, I've just finished these 3 dolls, and I have only started the new order, and this is how it looks in the beginning before I cut the fabric here, and then I will turn it inside out, fill it with the hollow fiber, and then dress it, make the face and the rest. So yeah, lots and lots more doll making for me. Right. The best part about living in Bali is that you are so close to nature. In the morning, you hear not the sound of the cars, but the cries of a rooster or a frog or some falling water. And when you go to have breakfast, you can enjoy this amazing view of rice fields and, of course, all the amazing fruit. And I'm so lucky that I found this tiny guest house with the view of the rice fields, and I'm about to explore what goes beyond where we are. So So seeing animals close to nature and this really cute village life, the people working in the fields, these birds and bats flying around, and the Balinese people always giving some flowers and prayers to their gods and to the spirits that they worship. It's such a peaceful thing. Absolutely adore it. Every time I see such bright colors, I just want to take my paintbrush and start painting. Just look at this. All shades of greens and browns and reds. So many red flowers and red trees, leaves, and amazing birds just over there. I don't know if you can see. I wish I had a better camera. There was a bird with black blue feathers and the red and the yellow beak. Oh my god, this is so amazing. It's better than going to the zoo. I love this place. Another thing that I'm very excited that happened, that I did this past couple of days, was a batik lesson in Ubud. I found online there is a course by a local craftsman. His name is Nyoman, and he is the one who guided me through this process of making this picture. I have some little clips that I want to show you. They are right here. You making video?
Yeah.
This is wax, and first I'm blocking where it will be white, and then we will do colors.
Yeah.
Tree, right?
What?
I've just finished putting the wax and then the blue and pink paints, and then we washed it. Oh my god.
Everything.
It's so cool.
Push. Iya. Iya, good. Okay. Oh, good. Iya.
Oh, this is amazing.
Iya. Good white and pink.
Careful.
Yeah.
Oh, so good.
Mida. Oh, nice. Now wash with color. Cho đó. That's enough. Yeah.
Beautiful, huh?
Your butt good. First time. Or second. Or three.
Sometimes first time is the best.
Đâu vậy? Bà đánh
Uh,
Đấy, cái sân bò.
and Now I want to show you this piece. So basically, as you probably already understood, the first part of it is taking the white fabric and then just drawing with a pencil the outline. Then whatever part is supposed to be white, I just covered it with wax with a special pen and then with a brush. And then I applied color from the lighter tones to the darker ones. So first it was the pink and the blue, and then I fixed it with another layer of wax so that it doesn't mix with other colors. So after that, I started to work on the greens, and as you can see, there are many shades of green here. First we put some yellow and we fixed it. Then there was one layer of green, then we made some strokes again, which result in like a little bit darker green, and then again we fixed it with wax and another green, and at the end it was 2 times we did the crackling, which was made with paraffin. Basically what I did was I just covered it all the way here with thick layer of paraffin, and then I was using my nail to scratch from the inside, which allowed the cracks to develop, and then we brushed it with the blue, which made it in this batik effect that is so famous. And here I have my signature, which I kind of stole or borrowed from my dad. He has the same, but not with an M, but with his the initial of his name. And I think my sister is also using the same symbol for her pictures or crops as she does. So I'm very happy about how it turned out. I really would love to come back there. And I got so excited that I even bought some of his paintings that I really wanted to show you. If you are into arts and paintings, you would probably appreciate it. These ones don't have any passepartout yet, but I can do it always when I'm in a home that I plan to settle in. I just love the detail with which he drew each of these details. And this is how the initial thing would look like. Plus he had these wooden frames that he carved himself. He was like, yeah, you can come here and I'll teach you how to carve as well. But I don't think I can carry all that. Yeah, the rice fields here, the typical Ubud landscape, lots of vibrant colors. I had so much fun in Ubud, definitely want to come back there. We also went to the rice fields that I want to show you at the end of this video. And this time I want to show you another acquisition that I got. It can be a progress bag, project bag as well, but I think I'm going to just use it as a purse. Look at this work. I just loved the bright colors. You know me, I'm all about colors, so it got me. It really did. I just had to have it. It's not that amazing fabric inside, and there is no name of whoever made it, but I like the bright colors, and the size is perfect. Another thing I got from Ubud is the acrylic paints. I'm so excited because as I was moving here from Istanbul, I had to leave my paints, which were old anyway. So now I have 24 colors, and that means that I can finally make doll faces with acrylic paint. I can make some details, and that means that I can work on some paintings, and this is what it is for. So this is part of my acquisitions. Talking about acquisitions, I also visited a shop which is not near here actually, it's a little bit to the west from where I live in Canggu in Kuta, and there is this amazing huge shop for all the sewing accessories and materials and beads and yarns and everything. And I really couldn't help it. I just had to buy a little bit yarn. So, jumping into the acquisitions part, I bought a tiny little bit of organic cotton yarn, which I showed you some of this before, but I got more colors. So this is 100% cotton with color weight number 10, 350 yards in 100 gram. And these are my colors. As you can tell, I absolutely love blues and minty colors, and I was thinking that I can make, this is just the same, that's all, a blanket from cotton, which would be so nice to use in the summer, because as you know, here it's always summer, and I don't know how long we will stay here for. Oh no, got tangled up. So yeah, I think, no, there's a pink as well. Where are you, Mr. Pink? Yeah, here we go. So these colors, I was thinking that they would be perfect together. Some of this yarn is 100% cotton, organic cotton, and some of it is the bamboo and cotton, 70-30. Same 100 gram, 350 yards. And I'm thinking of making it with a crochet and just very colorful, maybe a little bit different design, or maybe a throw, something like that. But I absolutely love this color, my favorite one, definitely this color. And this was the most expensive yarn in that shop, but I think it's worth it, because really the properties of this bamboo yarn, as it boasts here, it's natural, antibacterial, cool and smooth, odor resistant, anti-static, thermoregulating, and strong, which is of course amazing. But then, as soon I was almost going, I was deciding on the colors, and then I saw this, and I was like, no, I have to get it now too. So I found this, and then I just had to have all the colors that I liked. Here we go. Probably should have chosen one variation and got a couple of them, but it can be socks, it can be baby blanket. I'm really thinking about making a baby blanket. And another one, I have one already here, but there's never enough baby blankets, because there's always babies coming from somewhere. So yeah, I even tried it out, and this is how it looks with a crochet. Just a design that I tried, not a design even, just some stitches. And this is how cool it looks in knitting. Very soft. I like knitting. I like the style that it is in knitting, because it's very stretchy and it's very soft and feels really nice to the skin. I think for the baby skin as well, it would be better than crochet. So I don't know, maybe I'm going to knit it instead of crocheting it. We will see. So this is my acquisitions. Hi everyone, I'm finally here.
Yeah. Where's my collagen? Here's my Apple Watch. We have it at this one. Anything?
best now in this life to take pictures? Yeah, now. Where are the people going? Uh-huh. Yeah. How can we go there?
You go down,
Yeah.
you up, and you go up.
Okay. So we will have a big trip now. Yeah, you see there are also in the rice fields, the famous ones. Check it out. So because you're from here, you know how to climb up the big coconut. Patricia. Hi.
I also decided to include one more segment that I kind of had the idea from one of the podcasts that I'm really enjoying lately. It's called By the Lakeside by a lovely Canadian lady, who is so inspiring, and she's sewing project bags, talking about her knitting projects, and I started watching her from episode 1. And so far I'm liking it a lot. Really, really nice lady. So she had a part, where she's talking about her favorite things, and I thought that the more differentiated the podcast it would be, the more interesting, because it gets a better perspective on the person that is, behind the screen, like the one who's showing you their knitting. So this part is going to be called the bookworm, and I probably mentioned it before, but I really loved reading this book by Haruki Murakami. And actually it comprises of 3 books, book 1, book 2, book 3, and it's quite kind of like a mystical novel a little bit. But there's mystery up to here. You have no idea what's going on, why are they doing it, where are they going. And the main characters, there's like 2 parallel stories of these main characters, which kind of parallel but still very intertwined. I don't want to give away too much, but definitely if you have read it before, Haruki Murakami's book before or not, definitely recommend this book. At the moment, I'm reading, in my first episode, I think I said that I love languages and I speak 5 languages. Turns out I know a little bit of German as well, I just remembered. And I enjoy reading in other languages as well. So I read this in English and I'm reading in Turkish. It's called Kardeşimin Hikayesi, my brother's story, by Zülfü Livaneli. He is a very famous Turkish writer, contemporary, and so far I'm really liking it a lot, because not the story yet, because I'm only on page 24, but because it reminds me of my life in Istanbul and all my friends from Turkey that I miss so much. All my colleagues from the college where I worked have started school year yesterday, and I really know how it feels over there, and I kind of miss it a little bit. I have dreams about my colleagues, about my kids still, and it's a big part of me that I left behind there. Another book that Zülfü Livaneli has is called Serenad. And even with my limited Turkish back then, I read it very quickly, and it's a very catching story. So if you can find it in translation somewhere and you want to know a little bit more about the Turkish culture and history, I would recommend reading it as well. And for dessert, I have a tiny bit for you. In the morning, I wanted to experiment with baking, and I have some funny looking cookies for you, and this will be as a sweet part of this video. So I will show you at the very end. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget about the giveaway, and hopefully see you very, very soon. Don't forget to comment below, ask me questions, or let's just talk. You can find me on Ravelry, Instagram, whatever. Thank you so much. Bye. Let's make cookies. Voila, we have a rose. Now my experimental cookies are ready, and we're going to try them. Still hot. Cinnamon, vanilla, always makes a good combination. So here we go.